Welcome to the Thundercloud. I would like to non-apologize for the technical difficulties that were briefly bestowed upon you. It was about a 1.5 minute issue that I was able to correct. So basically what happened is I went live, and so I went live not knowing that I had access. Well, I knew, but I didn't think it would fuck shit up, but it did fuck shit up. And so I didn't know that deleting, downloaded files would affect the thing that I put into OBS Studio. So that 2 minute warning that we got there, that got fucked up because today I went to town on my computer. I went to fucking town. I uninstalled about 300 gigabytes at least of wasted space, World of Warcraft, and World of Warcraft Classic, and The Last of Us. So I cleared up some cap space, so I can go on the run, here July 1st when free agency opens. So little did I know that it would actually fuck up the goddamn fucking 2 minute timer. So I'm so fucking deeply sorry. I'm sorry you guys are so deeply offended. You're throwing these little long ass nosed motherfuckers at me that look like hamburgers. These other guys that look like red squids. So just kindly shut your fucking mouth and just be welcome to the Thundercloud for as long as I'll allow you, okay? We're gonna take care of business, and actually I'm fucking angry. I was hoping for a short one tonight. I was hoping for a short motherfucking stream. Guess what happened? The goddamn Pete Rose Bowl cut called me, and they told me, hey, because I am the head of the Pete Rose Bowl cut. I founded it. No one else co-founded it with me. I founded it while I was eating, or whilst I was eating a donair. And I was told there's a goddamn 10 fucking players I'm going to have to go over tonight because there's fucking 5 motherfucking transactions. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to break down every single fucking transaction that was made today because that's what I do as a journalist who's out in the fucking trenches. You might as well call me fucking William Walter Cronkite for my actions. So we'll take a look at that shortly. But before we do that, we need to go to the fake sports because, our sports are better than their sports. So we're going to start with the WNBA. So we're going to talk about the OKC City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. Well, guess what? The Indiana Pacers do have a pulse. They are bringing this to a Game 7, which I do like. That's good for basketball, in my opinion. I'm glad it wasn't just, OKC coming in and just, taking care of business. So let's just start with that. Pacers win 108-91. We're going to Game 7. Of course they need 2 days off because they're NBA players. They're getting banged up more than hockey players, so they need more rest than hockey players. You know what I mean? That mahogany floor that they've got, that's harder than ice, in my opinion. So that's why they get one more day off than the hockey players there. Let's just go over the box score here. So I did not watch the game because Sportsnet did not actually show the game. I know that the Pacers were up 25-30, I think, late in the third quarter. So I think that OKC scored a lot of garbage points in the fourth quarter because they did win the last quarter 31-18. Looks like the Pacers absolutely demolished them in the second quarter, 36-17. Let's just see who scored and who didn't score. So Siakam, not overly efficient, shot 6 for 14 for 16 points. Aaron Nesmith, again, not overly efficient, 3 for 8, had 10 points. Miles Turner, certainly not efficient tonight. He was 1 for 9, with 3 points. Not a very good game by Miles Turner. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to, put the guy down, but he had a fucking shitty game. Andrew Nemhard was good, 5 for 7, so that is efficient. And he had 17 points there, so, that's their first, what I would call efficient shooter for Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton wasn't overly efficient, 5 for 12. He did put up more points than he did last game, which is, he didn't score one fucking field goal last game, so it wasn't that hard to do. He scored 14 points, which is a lot more than he did the game before. Obi Toppin actually led the way, and I know Sage is a big fan of Obi Toppin because of his days with the New York Knicks. 20 points in 23 minutes, shot 6 for 12 from field goal range. So, good work, Obi Toppin. TJ McConnell, the Energizer Bunny, did pretty good as well. 12 points, 6 for 12 in 24 minutes. They got what they needed from the bench. Now let's see what OKC did or did not do from an offensive standpoint. So, Isaiah Joe. Don't know Joe because I've never heard of you, Isaiah Joe. 11 points. That was their best bench player. Okay? That's not necessarily great. SGA, 21 points, 7 for 15. So efficient, but most of his points came from the stripe. Go figure. So, not a great game from him. If you keep him to 21 points in Game 7, then the Pacers will win the championship. I said this would go 6 or 7 games when everyone was saving 4 or 5. I did say this. I just want to toot my own horn for a second. My boy Isaiah Hartenstein was 3 for 4 with 10 points. I'll take it, but that's actually not that great. Jalen Williams coming off a 42 or 44 point performance, shot 16 points, 6 for 13. So it's not terrible, but it's not great. Chet Holmgren, the guy that I said I would beat the shit out of if I ever met in person because his arms are about as thin as my fucking wrist. I'm talking about the upper arms. And actually, I think my fucking wrist would be thicker than his upper arms. I'd be able to kangaroo punch the shit out of this guy. I'd get him in the clinch, and he wouldn't know what to do with himself. He shot 2 for 9 for 4 points. So that's not going to get the job done. The Pacers were the better team, clearly. We will go back to OKC for Game 7, June 22nd at 8 p.m. because NBA players appear to need more rest than hockey players. Welcome to the Thundercloud, Angela. Bob Walton, don't give a fuck about you. I'm not going to talk about the fucking Broncos being in talks for, I don't know, they want to purchase a 58-acre Burnham Yard property. Okay, it looks like they're Walton of the, obviously, I think you guys have all heard of Walmart. Those are the motherfuckers that own the fucking Denver Broncos. So it looks like they're looking to buy a new property so they can build a new park. Probably not a bad play there. What's this about DK Metcalf? Oh, Mike DeFabo thinks blah, 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 blah about DK Metcalf. Okay, so they thought they wanted DK Metcalf to run slants, and that's why he got traded. I doubt it. Aaron Rodgers can still throw the ball down the fucking field as good as anyone. Some funny Shedeur Sanders news, actually. I forgot to cover this last night. Motherfucker failed to show up in court for a driving ticket and then ended up getting another driving ticket. So he's going 101 miles per hour on his most recent one for a speeding ticket. And, yeah, he had another one too. So, obviously, the guy's a goddamn fucking clown. Let's not fucking kid ourselves. He's not going to make it in the fucking NFL as maybe... You know what I mean? Sage, please tell me you remember Johnny Manziel. You remember Johnny Manziel? He actually had some talent, Johnny Manziel. He actually went pretty early in the draft. He was hyped, and he also ended up with the Browns as well. Shedeur Sanders doesn't have talent. His father is the only reason why he has any relevance, if you ask me. And the fact of the matter is this guy is such... He should be such a non-story, but here we are talking about him. Johnny Magic, right? That's what I'm trying to say right now. Is like we're talking about this guy because of old Deion Sanders. This guy's fucking garbage, and that's all there is to it. That's all I'm gonna say. He's not gonna amount to anything in the NFL. People, oh, he's gonna be a first round pick. He's not gonna go farther than what the 7th overall pick to the Jets this year. Well, he fell to the 4th, 5th, I don't know, 6th round, something like that. I think it was the 4th or 5th. I think the Browns actually drafted a quarterback or two before they drafted him, which is kind of fucking funny. I'm just sick of it. I just want to see this guy fail. And I don't care if that makes me sound like an asshole because he was pampered his entire life. It's not like we're cheering against some guy that's actually got, no money. He's been fucking using Pampers his whole fucking life. Yeah, and I'm glad they did fucking pick Cam Ward over Sanders, because if they picked Sanders, that would have been one of the dumbest things ever. At least Cam Ward, theoretically, he's not going to be great this year. No offense, Sage. He'll be good in the future, though, I think. Or potentially good. We don't know. I think, though, with Cam Ward, my question to you is he going to play right away? Is Cam Ward going to play right away? Or do you let him develop a little bit? Maybe even play him in the second year. But is that O-line good enough to play Cam Ward? Like right now, do you feel comfortable in bringing him out there and having him protected? I think you guys lack offensive linemen. I could be wrong. So he starts day one. Okay. Is the O-line good enough to hold up for him, in your opinion? To the point where he's not just taking hit after hit. Because we don't want to see him just taking hit after hit. I don't think it's like the New England Patriots offensive line. Because with Drake Mayer or whatever, the reason they didn't play him was, yeah, a bit of a developmental guy, but their offensive line was so bad. Like, they had one of the worst offensive lines last year, so you don't want to just throw them in the lion's den right away and, like, you know what I mean, have them fucking get the goddamn, concussion and setbacks and all that shit. So Cam Ward is going to start. Okay, cool. What's going to happen to the guy that eats the bananas with the peelings on top? Will Levis, is he going to be your backup? I mean, as long as it's good enough to keep him a little bit upright. I mean, I'm just talking about you don't want like a fucking, you know what I mean, taking shots each time. You don't want to be like the New York Jets with Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles when they're under duress against the Buffalo Bills there. So, but Cam Ward, in my opinion, he's not a fast guy though, right? He's more. Would he be more of a guy that like moves around in the pocket, like steps up at the proper time, whereas Levis probably just fucking drops back like a fucking moron? Like, what kind of quarterback are you looking at with Cam Ward? Because he's not overly fast. I don't think, is he? I agree. Will Levis didn't. Will Levis has a hell of an arm. I was really impressed when I watched Will Levis play. That's why we don't look at like combine shit. When he was throwing the ball at the combine with no pressure, I liked how he threw his deep balls. We better watch out for the top prospect, Mike Roch. Nameless, I'm going to have to welcome you to the Thundercloud first and foremost, and then ask you, which sport does Mike Roch play for? Because I have no sweet fucking clue who the fuck you're talking about right now, bud. So he's not a burner, but I mean, remember, Aaron Rodgers wasn't overly fast back in his day, right? But Aaron Rodgers could scramble. He could hit the bootleg. He could run a little bit. You know what I mean? You don't have to run like a fucking 4.28 40. If you run like a fucking 4.6, that's not so bad. 4.6, 4.7. You don't need to run super fast. But Tom Brady couldn't run worth a goddamn thing. But he knew when to step up. And I'm not saying Cam Ward's as slow as Tom Brady, because Tom Brady ran about as fast as an offensive lineman. But I'm saying, that awareness of, okay, I got to move up now. Or, okay, I got to slide to the left, slide to the right. Know where your blocks are coming from. That's actually huge. So, yeah, I mean, even Patrick Mahomes isn't overly fast as well. You know what I mean? That's more important than being able to run, in my opinion. Say his name a few times and I'll get it. I hope I'm not saying something terrible. Mike Roch. I'm not getting it. My crotch. Okay. I get what we're doing here. We're doing a little bit of gotcha journalism. We're, like I said, I'll say everything that comes up on that teleprompter. I am Ron Burgundy, inspired. So you're a sick son of a bitch, Nameless. Good arm, no IQ. Do you know why I knew Will Levis was no IQ? He used to eat bananas with the peelings on them. You can fucking find that shit on fucking YouTube. I fucking promise it. Who eats a fucking banana? Seriously. Who eats a banana with the peelings on it? I'm just saying, man. Like, that's sick. I agree. I know where you're going with that. You're going with the Oakland player. I understand what you're doing right now, Nameless. It was a commercial. You know, Sage. He likes to eat the bananas with the peelings on them. You know, he likes the non-circumcised fucking bananas, and we fucking know it right now. All right, let's we continue talking about this a little bit. You said Carlos Stanton eats Kit Kats widthwise. You know, if I swung the other way, I'd say that's impressive. Well, let's move on, though, here a little bit. Let's see what's going on in the WNBA. I'm just joking. We're not going to go over that. Let's go MLB. Nothing to see there. NFL. We got a bunch of fucking fake news, I think. I'm just going to quickly scroll through. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we covered the Shedeur Sanders bullshit. All right, let's just take a quick look at the NBA. I don't see Kevin Durant being traded yet. We do have Ime Udoka signing a long-term contract with the Houston Rockets. Kind of to be expected there. And other than that, that's it for the NBA. Now, I do have to actually cover the Toronto Blue Jays. I forgot to get that up. So we're going to go over the Blue Jays here in a minute. Oh, motherfucker, Jones, we still got some games on. We got a 4-4 game. Speaking of the Athletics, 4-4 in extras against Houston, and they're at home. We've got a 5-0 ball game. San Diego atop the Los Angeles Dodgers. The New York Yankees did win today after losing 6 in a row, 7-3 against the Los Angeles Angels. So they're now 43-31. Do I see Tampa Bay playing? Tampa Bay lost, thank fucking God. And the Blue Jays also lost. I think we're still tied with Tampa, technically speaking, but the Blue Jays did lose 9-5 against the Diamondbacks. We're not going to talk about Corbin Carroll. He did get an injury. I hope it's severe. I hope it ends his career because I really don't like that guy. In terms of what the Jays did do, there is a guy, Alejandro Kirk. This motherfucker has the best hard hit rate in the American League. And this little fucker, you know, this 5'8", 250-pound alpha male hit 2 home runs today. Congratulations, Kirk, the captain of my team. What a good man. He is now up to a 796 OPS. He will certainly be an all-star along with Cal Raleigh. His average is at 313. Apart from that, though, we were absolute fucking dog shit. Kevin Gossman. You guys know that I get a little upset when we talk about Bowden Francis. Thank God Bowden Francis is injured, first and foremost. We're just going to get that out of the way. But Kevin Gossman today let 7 earned runs. He's got a 4.6 ERA now. That's a problem. Now, I know he's been, better than that for most of it. Obviously, he's inflated because he only went 4 1/3 inning today. But that is, that ain't good. Schultz, don't know who you are. 2 earned runs as well. The only guys in the bullpen that did good was some motherfucker named Broyle and another guy named Fisher. And no, I do not know their first names. So the Blue Jays have fallen, and they have fallen to a 40-34 record. So we're still in the dogfight. We got the Chicago White Sox coming up, so we're going to see what happens. Now, we do have to turn our attention to the GOAT. The greatest league of all time, the Pete Rose Bowl Cut, ladies and gentlemen. The most prestigious. And I say it every night, and I will say it every night until I'm blue in the fucking face. This is the alpha male. well, can't really say alpha male because we got females in here now. This is the Alpha League right here. We'll just call it the Alpha League. Now, we're going to go through scores real quick. And then you fucking assholes are really fucking making me work with all the fucking additions that you're making. I love having a busy league. I don't necessarily like having to fucking break down all this shit. But you know what? To quote Bryan Adams, everything I do it for you. So, let's take a look. Sage was up, and I've been watching the scorecard real close here. Sage was up 14-1. I'm a man, I'll admit. I was like, fuck. It appears Sage has me handcuffed, and he's walking me out of the fucking arena. But then I said, fuck that. I'm not going to fucking accept that. I'm up 8-7 on Sage. Fuck you, Tommy Callahan's Auto Parts. Come at me with a better fucking wrench and see what happens. If you watched The Last of Us last night, you'll find out what'll happen. So, it's a good little fucking cockfight right now. And I do mean this is a hell of a fucking cockfight. But I will dismantle you and I will wear you down. I am like a carpenter that makes stairs. I am always thinking one step ahead. So don't think you can fucking come into my fucking arena and beat me. I've got home field advantage this week for a reason. The next game we're going to look at is we've got a tight affair here between Vlad the Impaler's and Alejandro's astounding team. 7-6 scored in favor of Vlad the Impaler's. Graham's ungrateful team is up 7-4 against bases loaded IBB. I believe irritable bowel syndrome was up 9-7 last night or something. So they've fallen a little bit. The Dark Sliders continue to be potentially the most dominant team in the Pete Rose Bowl Cut. I believe everyone wrote him off, myself included. And I think he's giving us a big fuck you. You know, he's turning that son of a bitch upside down and just fucking telling us to go fuck ourselves right now. Because the fact of the matter is, we've said, you know, he's a paper champion. You know, and that he was never really good, in my opinion. He won one real championship, which was last year. He had a good team last year. The other two don't count, in my opinion, because in a real league, he wouldn't have even made the playoffs. You know, he wasn't even like a top 4 team sort of thing. But this year, I think he's taking it personally to the point where he wants to start from the bottom, shout out Drake, and he wants to finish third. And he wants to prove that he's the bee's knees and that against all odds, he told me the other day, Sage, he told me, he's like, hey, you know, once I win this championship, he's going to have 4 rings. And he's going to have to start using his thumb for the 5th ring, Sage. So, let's try not to let that happen, okay? Not that I want there to be a dog in the fight. I don't want Sage to win. I absolutely do not. But I swear to God, if I fucking live another year listening to him fucking gloat about being a 4-time, and God forbid if he becomes a fucking 5-time fucking champion in a row, you'll probably see, like, I don't want to talk about what's going to happen. I don't want to hear it. I would like it if the league got deleted if it makes the finals. But the only thing is, Sage, is this is the most electric. This is the most electrifying league in the world of fantasy sports. So we're not going to do that, Sage. I know that you want to. I want to too. But we're not going to delete the league. We delete him. You understand what I'm saying? Read between the lines a little bit. We'll delete him. I'll take care of it. You just give me that wrench for a night, and I'll make sure it doesn't happen, okay? We're not deleting the Pete Rose Bowl Cut. The Pete Rose Bowl Cut is here to stay. That's right. Fingers slip sometimes, Sage. That's why I'd rather the fingers slip when there's a wrench in my hand, not when you've got a mouse in your hand, okay? Let's not delete a good thing, okay? Now, this is where it's all going to get real fucky here. You guys made a bunch of fucking thunderous moves today, so let's just, I'm going to announce which moves were made, and then we're going to go over each move one by one. So, Clayton Kershaw was picked up by Bases Loaded IBB in exchange for a dropped lowly DJ LeMahieu of the New York Yankees. So we'll take a look at that shortly. Looks like Byron Buxton was added by Tommy Callahan's Auto Parts in exchange for a droppage of Kerry Carpenter's balls. I was also in on this. I have added Gavin Williams, who I think we went over recently. I could be wrong. And I dropped Al Leiter. Not Al Leiter, sorry. Jack Leiter, who I don't know if they're related or not, but probably not. Vlad the Impaler's dropped Nick Martinez, a reliever for Cincinnati, meaning he probably sucks, for Quinn Priest, that fucking son of a rascal. I was looking at that little fucker, I think. All right, well, let's just take a look move by move and see what the hell happened. I think there was another move that was made that I didn't report. Will Warren, hell of a name, Warren, was added by Alejandro's astounding team. Ryan Yarbrough got the drop, so we got two Yankees, in that little package there. So let's just go through it and see what's going on here. So let's start with Will Warren and Ryan Yarbrough. Will Warren has a respectable FIP, 2.89. A not-so-respectable ERA, 4.83, but not the worst in the world. 90 strikeouts, though, in 69 innings pitched. I like the strikeouts. I like the FIP. The walks per 9, probably a little bit on the high side. 3.8. Well, let's see what Ryan Yarbrough's doing, because Yarbrough's a strong little guy, but he's more of a spot starter or a guy that you piggyback with. 3.9 ERA, 49 strikeouts in 55 innings, so that's not too bad. FIP of 4.67. So I'd say if you're looking for strikeouts, probably not a bad move, I should say. So I don't think it's a terrible move. Again, I don't think either guy's going to be huge fantasy contributors, but the strikeouts are certainly not bad for Will Warren there. DJ LeMahieu, we'll just, instead of looking at his numbers, we'll just say that he's absolute dog shit. 675 OPS was cut. That's the right move. Clayton Kershaw was picked up. No idea what Clayton Kershaw's doing this year. Good FIP, 3.64. Good ERA, 3.25. Strikeouts are not going to be what it used to be, so 20 in 28 innings. I mean, I like it until I don't. I mean, I think he's still solid. He'll probably get injured again, though, so, enjoy him while he lasts. Byron Buxton. This was a guy I think I was telling you guys to pick up not too long ago, so I think this is a good Sage edition, if I'm not mistaken. 13 home runs. Ticks a box there. 12 stolen bases and 0 caught stealing. That certainly ticks a box for me. Average is fine, 274. Much better than his career 247 average. On base is fine, 339. So much better than his 307 career on base. 786 OPS, which is right on par with what he does for his career. So the only thing I worry about is if the numbers drop. Or wait, no, I did it wrong. He's got an 862 OPS right now, which is about 100 points higher than his career OPS. My bad. I worry a bit about when his average drops because he's not walking anymore. Nor can you really learn to walk more as your career goes on. It's statistically proven. I think it's a good pickup. I mean, he had an 859 OPS last year, so it's not anything he hasn't done before. The only thing about him is he is extremely injury prone. Kerry Carpenter, I believe he's not a bad player, actually. Left-handed bat for the Detroit Lions. .9 WAR this year. Okay. 768 OPS, so not terrible. That on-base percentage is so bad. When you've got a fucking 260 average and a 291 on-base percentage, That on base percentage is just fucking terrible. I'm sorry, 30 points difference between your average and your on base. You probably should fucking kill yourself if that's what your fucking on base differential is versus your batting average. 13 home runs, respectable. I'd say the right move was made there. As much as I don't want to tip my hat to certain people of this federation. Jack Leiter was cut, 4.4 ERA, 1.3 whip, easy cut there. Gavin Williams was picked up, 25-year-old with a 3.89 ERA. FIP, 4.59. Strikeouts, 72 and 69 innings. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, if I have to cut him, I have to cut him. Quinn Priester has a 3.46 ERA for the Milwaukee Brewers. FIP is pretty solid, just around 4. Strikeouts, 46 and 67 and 2/3 innings. So that's one thing I don't like. But the ERA is looking good. The whip, though, 1.24. It's not bad, but it's not necessarily great. But let's see what this Nick Martinez guy was about. So he had a 3.92 ERA. So that's not bad. 58 strikeouts, though, and 80 in the 3rd inning. So that's not great. A 4 FIP. So, yeah. We'll see what happens there. I don't know one way or the other who the better player would be for Vlad the Impalers. I think that I did upgrade with Gavin Williams. I'll be looking for more. I'm also interested in making a trade, so anyone who wants to make a trade, please reach out to me. Byron Buxton, certainly an upgrade over Kerry Carpenter, and Clayton Kershaw, certainly an upgrade over DJ LeMahieu. Will Warren, Ryan Yarbrough, it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for strikeouts, then Will Warren was a great upgrade. He's striking out a lot, but Ryan Yarbrough is a pretty solid guy, man. I like Ryan Yarbrough, especially as like a piggyback pitcher or whatever you want to call him. He's flexible. He's one that I was upset that the Jays let go, but at the same time, we've got Brendan Little, so I'm not overly upset with that. So what we're going to start with the next segment is Skeens is getting wasted extremely bad. I will agree with you there. I don't know. They've got a terrible owner. They've got some talent, though. They've got a lot of pitching. They've got a lot more. I think they got that Bubba Chandler guy, Jarrett Jones, that other guy. What's his name? They've got a good assortment of pitchers. I'm going to say right now, at least in their starting rotation. I don't know if they're real good at doing like the offensive thing, though. That's a big problem if you don't have any offense, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens, but yeah, I don't know. They're not going to trade Skeens either. You're not going to trade Skeens until there's a year or two left on his contract, in my opinion. Since I've just launched Steam, if anyone wants to buy The Hunter, Call of the Wild, it is off. I should say not off sale. It's on sale for $5.19. I might buy that. What other weekend deals do we got? Don't want Borderlands 3 or 4. Steam Fishing Fest. Might have to get that. There's fuck all. So, as promised, once I got done with, The Last of Us, I am going to do a Balatro challenge. And then once I get done the Balatro challenge, I should probably be able to one-shot this little bitch. I finished The Last of Us last night. I took care of business. I took that sumbitch outside and I put a fucking slug in it. So we're going to do a Balatro challenge. Sage, I can one-shot this. Trust me. And if I do one-shot it, so you need to be cheering for me, then we can maybe do a little bit of Red Dead Redemption. So please watch your fucking mouth when you talk to me, okay, Sage? There's no need of it. I'm too good to you. I've given you how many wrenches now? Platinum, gold, pink, like you get all the wrenches. Even Nameless doesn't have a fucking wrench. Let me just get this all set up, and then I am going to take a massive fucking leak because it's been a little while here. And tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, 5 Eastern. If you didn't see the YouTube post by Nathan for Indie Game Cloud, we will be going on a marathon of a run in Valheim. We are probably going from... We might even start earlier than the 5, I'm not going to lie. But it'll be a 7 or 8 hour run, I believe. A nice little collection going. Well, that's good. All right, I'll be right back, guys, and then we will do a challenge. Once I beat the challenge in one shot, we will then do Red Dead Redemption. Settle down. Let's settle the fuck down. That's enough of you, the both of you. God, these cats are such fucking tyrants, man. Such imbeciles. Says H, I do have a question for you. That being for July 1st, Canada Day. What time does NFL, or not NFL, sorry, NBA and NHL free agency start, and how are we actually going to, like, take care of this? Because, like, I think that's going to have to be a long stream day. I could be wrong, but I think that's one we want to kind of cover a little bit, isn't it? And if we do, I'm going to need a wrench. Maybe even 2. Maybe even 3. It's going to be a big day. So... Okay, when you're in Balatro, I would not start doing these challenges until you've actually done some of these decks and you've actually unlocked some jokers. Otherwise, you're going to struggle. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't do it right away. But once you start doing the challenges, they are actually extremely fun and a great way to kind of switch up the game. Starts at noon Eastern. Holy shit, I'm going to have to get up early. Let's start a new challenge. We're going to start with the omelet. So the omelet is 5 eggs. So all blinds give no reward money. Extra hands no longer earn money. Earn no interest at the end of the round. So none of these jokers will score, by the way. But each of these eggs add $3 per hand played. So we're just gonna start. We're gonna get this music going though, this groovy music, and then I will read what Sage is saying, because I know he's saying something of little to no importance. We read what's been said. So noon, NBA likely the same. You literally can't do challenges without completing 5 runs with 5 decks. Yeah, but I mean, I'd wait longer until you actually have like at least have like 100 fucking jokers or something, or close to it. You don't need it. Do we want to take a chance? Let's take a chance, just for the first one. So we are are going to have to get... Alright. That's kind of a good start right there. We're going to go all in on flushes here. Sage, that's enough out of you. You still tired? You still jet lagged, Sage? Is that what's going on right now? You've been awfully grumpy and irritable lately. This isn't the same Sage I even know. Takes a few days to get back into it, doesn't it? Don't like doing this. I could probably do it with that. Let's try not to skip for a little bit. Fortuitous bounce right there. Three of a kind's kind of common. Just leave it. Get the goddamn fucking needle coming up, okay? I love the fucking needle. The needle shouldn't be so bad. I understand, you know, the Europeans don't seem to see eye to eye with me. They're a little more progressive than I get where you're coming from, Sage. I understand. Bunch of fucking idiots. Four-of-a-kind bullshit. The odds of us getting four-of-a-kind are not, it's not very often, to quote Chris Collinsworth. Alright, we're off to it. I just say a just okay start, just okay. I feel like I should have just grabbed one joker, but oh well. Gonna need a chips joker at some point. up a little bit here. That is our best hand. Have you beaten a deck yet, Nameless? Have you gone to Anti-8 and conquered? Oh, geez, you're doing pretty good then. That's not bad at all. As much as I'd like to make fun of you for being a New York Yankees fan. We will win this round, but I feel like we might need to sell one of these eggs soon. I'm not sure though. Oh God, yes. Eco just got set. Negative Joker coming up. I like what's going on right now. Maybe Supernova will get rid of. We'll see. I feel like rolling the dice a whole lot right now. Looks like Dan has started a Balatro run of himself for himself. A malt and a chips joker. I like that. So now we gotta hunt diamonds. Well, we haven't encountered a super hard boss yet. Alright, precision collision right there. Alright, we want the wild card most definitely. get too crazy with the flushes, but we probably will anyway. So what is a good backup here? We've got a few. High card or Uranus? Let's go with the high card. Because sometimes you're just ditching just to find another fucking, whatchamacallit there. Flush. So the lovers will give you a wild card here, which means it can be any suit. It doesn't give you any extra malt or anything like that, but it's a good card. Get a little bit nuts like Michael Keaton and Batman if I wanted. Fuck it. Going on flushes, now the score is really going to get up there. Should be one shot in my opinion. My humble opinion. Keep them motherfucking eggs for as long as you need to. Nacho time! Bring it on! High card in case we're just hunting for flushes. It's a good backup hand for hunting for flushes. Don't need that. Diamonds are a good suit though, so let's come back to diamonds. And when you've got these justice cards, these blast cards, only use them when you need to use them. This will be what, 40, 50,000? Alright, I was a little off. My projections were a little bit off. I apologize for that inconvenience. We're going to hunt for a polychrome joker next. It's not time to push the panic button yet. We're doing all right. Polychrome better be a good motherfucker. This swashbuckler's doing a hell of a job right now. Thank you for your service. We appreciate your service, Supernova. It's time to move on. polychrome. Always put your times mulch to the far right. In case you guys didn't know that. Chips to the left, pluses to the middle. If that was the right move to make. Looks pretty good to me. So the chariots will give you 1.5 times malt in your hand. I wish this guy did something better though. Secondarily, like I wish he did something better. All clubs are debuffed. That's not a fucking problem whatsoever. Should be a one shot. Never mind. Alright, let's hope we don't run into the Violet Vessel. Otherwise, I might be fucking screwed. On the last world of this challenge. So that's not too bad. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. Wish I had a better chips joker though. Well, let's try an Arcana. Hopefully we get the Wheel of Fortune. And we did not. time where we have to. Nope. Got all the ammo that we need. Let's fucking go. I'm not scared right now. Stick to the fucking game plan, man. Don't be a fucking bitch. Now we use the justice card. Actually, no. Now we use it. Use it when we have to. And that should easily do it. And like I said, I would one-shot the omelet challenge, and I did. And we're just going to leave it at that for the challenges for the day. We're not going to do endless mode. It's only going to make me mad. Because you won't win. You can't win endless mode, unfortunately. Contrary to popular belief, you just can't win. We will continue to do that, so next one I will do number 2. And I will show you guys how to take care of business when it comes to the world of Balatro. Now, Sage said he was tired. I do not want to play Red Dead Redemption without my Sagey. So, I think we're going to call it there. We're all going to get a good night's sleep. And tomorrow at 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you will witness greatness when we play Valheim. It's going to be a long-ass motherfucking stream. I mean, I can stick around here, but Sage needs to go to bed. So, I'm not doing any Red Dead Redemption. Sage is being kind of a little bit of a bitch these days, if you ask me. Take some melatonin, Sage, and get rid of this fucking jet lag, because you're showing an extremely ugly fucking side here. And you said, hurry up and lose? Well, guess what happened, Sage? You motivated me, and I won. Just like you're going to motivate me, and I'm going to win again when I play you this week, and I conquer you. I'm going to Red Dead Redemption all over your red. Big red. Big red. Right in your... I can't even say... Right in your demption. Right in your demption. This is a short stream, though, Sage. You didn't think I was going to beat it right away, did you? I'm going to ask Sage. Sage, are you up for one more? Do you want to see one more way of, one more challenge and how to beat it in one fucking shot? I think Sage is jealous of me. I'm going to take his wrench away from him. He's supposed to be my boy, but I don't think he is. I'm going to give Nameless a wrench and take Sage's wrench away. How's that sound? Everyone in favor, say aye. No one's going to say aye, and it's going to embarrass the hell out of me. I do believe that Sage has fallen asleep at the wheel. We're going to have to do a wellness check on Sage. I kind of want to do one more Balatro. I kind of want to do one more. Sage, you don't have to watch Balatro. You know I'm a Balatro hero. I feel like, you know what? I'm going to show you guys challenge 2. I'm going to one-shot challenge 2. How's that fucking sound? Whoever objects, forever hold your peas and shut the fuck up. We're going to do one more. This is too quick of a stream. Sage, if you want to go to bed, by all means, we've got another wrench that can handle the fort while you sleep. Oh shit, I hit the... That's a my bad. I hit the 2-minute warning. That's a my bad. No need to criticize. Okay. Well, let's see if challenge 2 can be done. So 15-minute city. So you've got 2 of these jokers pinned, so you cannot get rid of them. So one is ride the bus, and I will say this joker gains 1 or +1 mult per consecutive hand played without scoring a face card. So we cannot play face cards, first and foremost. The other joker, it allows us to do straights with shortcuts. So for example, we could do a 10, 8, 6, 5, 3, that'd be a straight. Alright, let's see if I one-shot this bitch too. I feel like this is what, do we want to build it up? I feel like that would help a lot. At least for the boss. Let's see what happens. We're going to skip. Off for the +10. It's tempting to play that 3 of a kind, but it will not be kind to you. Might be a good one to actually kill. And I do mean kill the face card. It's too bad that's a temporary card there. The Hanging Chad's one of the best cards you could get. Is it going to be here? I do not know, but I am certainly going to grab it. Wanted to grab the grabber, though. Should have thrown a jack in there. Let's build our economy just like you would in Age of Empires. Discard. Always check your Arcana pack first. Actually, look at this. Destroys up to 2 selected cards. Remove the temptation that is to play them by killing them. There goes 2 kings. Straight. Eventually we need to get a times malt joker here. And hopefully wield the force of the bitch on this fucking shortcut joker. Let's just keep it moving. Wouldn't be a bad hand to have the square joker, honestly. Do I sell the popcorn? Do I keep the popcorn? Let me get the grabber. Test I've never done before, so I don't believe that will count as a face card. Alright, good. I was right. I've never done that before, so. Yeah, let's buy the Fibonacci. Gotta do the justice here, though. So let's kill these fuckers. That'll be it, right there, yeah. Not good for building up the malt when you're too good, though. That's the only problem. Mercury is a good one. Because that builds up your pair. Let's go Mercury again. If I'm not going flush, I love going pairs. I'm gonna let God dictate this game. Next. It's good, we can build up the ride the bus here, which is nice. Gonna have to find a chips joker though. might have been too good a hand to play. Fuck! Should have played the lucky card. We've got some decisions to make here, ladies and gentlemen. Can I kill these little fuckers? No, I cannot. Kill him. Kill him good. Now we have to think. Don't like doing it. Do not like doing it. Here's one thing to know. If you've got the hanging Chad, right? If you click this, you won't be happy. So turn this over here. Make sure that's the first one you got. Whatever's enhanced, you want to go first. The hanging shot is one of those ones when you get into advanced stages, you're gonna really want to fucking do something, fucker. So we're gonna keep upgrading our pair because that seems to be the run that we're on right now. We should upgrade our straight though, because we built this shortcut Joker for straights. All over the pears. And the plums. I can feel it in my fucking plums. Send one more message so I can read the entirety of your message. Like even if it's just A or something. Because there's a heart when you're on your phone. Alright, so we got... I had a run earlier where I got the Joker that boosts spades for chips. Just couldn't get the one that had mumps for... Oh... The Wrathful Joker you couldn't get. Yeah. So you had the Arrowhead, you just couldn't get the other one. Yeah. That's a son of a bitch right there, man. The game is also a lot of luck, especially like if you ever do the Jokerless challenge. You do need luck. Unless you're me, of course. Unless you're me. One more massage. Oh, shit! Shit! We got Shohei Ohtani up in here. We're gonna get rid of the hanging Chad. Because Shohei Ohtani has just entered the fucking building. So this little fucker here will give 1.5 times malt for every uncommon Joker. So we do not, and I mean do not, have a Chips Joker That could be a problem. But we don't give a fuck right now because we got Shohei Ohtani, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have to find a chips joker, most likely for one of these two jokers here. We're going to have a lot of malt. I don't think we're going to have much for the other thing, though. These little fuckers out. We're on course, but we're not necessarily where I want to be. Disco. Let's see what happens. God damn it, Wheel of Fortune. I really want that joker, but TSM turning point right there. Don't like that it's all malt. Need to upgrade that straight a little bit more. the arrowhead. That up okay. Not sure though. Flush draw right now. I love hologram. Here. Alright, we don't want to accidentally play a fucking face card though. That's all I have to say with this challenge here. I will lose my fucking shit if we do. Alright, we're starting to transition from pair to straight. Straights. Yep, we are going to buy that so that we don't get fucked by the last boss. Thundercloud! Learn the final anti. Back to the well that has been working. So I think we've got our gaps covered. Angela, you're about to not witness me win. I'll have this beat in 2 minutes. But have a good night. Two for two. Buy as much shit as we can now because we're at the final boss. Even though we're not going on a 2-pair run, we're gonna buy it anyway. Fuck it. Sell this and buy that and see what happens. Potentially a risk, but I don't give a shit. having to go to the final round. Absolutely fucking perfect today. That will be the end of the stream. So you got to witness how I take care of 2 challenges. So, you know, I'm gonna have to start charging money for that. Alright. That will be it from the Thundercloud for tonight. Join us tomorrow for Valheim at 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern. I don't remember the fucking time. I think it's 5 officially, but we might start a little earlier. We'll do this stream later in the night, but for now, that is it. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you tomorrow.